Hello folks, Everchanger here for episode 23 of Pokémon Liquid Crystal. Last time we climbed all the way up to the top of the lighthouse here in Olivine City and found out that we need to go and get some medicine for Amphi. And in this episode we're actually not going to be pursuing that goal. I know I said last time that we were going to be crossing the sea in this episode, but sleeping on it overnight, I think I should round out the team a little bit more because I've been saying repeatedly throughout this series that if you want me to use a certain Pokemon, leave a comment, and I will try and see if I can incorporate it. Unfortunately, the amount of comments I have received in regards to that request is 0. So I think I'm going to take matters into my own hands, and we are going to be doing some globe-trotting this episode and catching some more Pokemon to round out the team that I've planned out. So we're going to be buying some supplies here. Let's see, do we have any super repels? We do. We're going to be buying a lot of those. Bring up to about, I think 20 should do. And do we have Pokeballs at this shop? We do. We're going to be grabbing some of these too. Let's grab 30, so we'll have 30 with us. Alright, we got that. And another thing we're going to need in Violet City, not Violet City, Olivine City. Same music, it's confusing. Is I believe this house has a fisherman that will give us the good rod, which we are going to need for a Pokemon I want to catch. I fished here for 30 years. Would you like to face the sea and fish? Indeed. We have ourselves a new angler. And we got the good rod. So that might be able to narrow down what Pokemon I'm going to be catching this episode, but I'm actually going to be catching 3 to round out our party to 6, because I think if we continue running with 3 for a whole lot longer, we're going to start running into some issues. So, without further ado, I'm going to cut away here, and I will meet you guys back in New Barktown. Okay, I am back. I am right in front of our very own house where we began this adventure, and what I want to do here is I actually want to cross this body of water. I know we're not technically supposed to do this until a lot later in the game, but one of the Pokemon I want to catch is actually a little bit further into this pond. So let's pull out a Super Repel, because I'm going to be fishing for this Pokemon, and let's do some surfing. For Alligator used Surf. Before we catch the Pokemon though, there's something across, all the way across, that I want to grab. Hey, do you know what you just did? You've taken your first step into Kanto! Check your Pokegear map and see. Yes, we are now in the Kanto region. Although this area is exclusive to the Johto games. But yes, we are on Route 27. This is Kanto. So, we are going to be exploring this area much later in the game, but for right now, there's some stuff I want to grab right in this little beginning area, because we won't be able to get too much further for a while. But here, we have Tojo Falls, the link between Kanto and Johto, so we want to head inside. And if the original Pokemon Crystal is any indication, there is an item in here that I want to grab for the team. Should be right over here. Oh, there's a guy. But I want this. David found 1 Moonstone. Thank God it's still here, otherwise that would have messed up my plan a little bit. So that should narrow down the Pokemon I want to catch. One of the Pokemon I want to catch, rather. What do you have to say? I was given this Pokemon by some dude on the road when I was young. I guess you can have it. Looks like your Pokemon party is full. Please come back with some room. Oh, looks like he has a gift Pokemon for us, but it's not the one that I'm hunting for right now, so just gonna ignore him for now. Maybe we'll come back and grab it later. So now that we have the Moonstone, I want to head back out here, and I want to hop back on my surfing Pokemon. I want to do some fishing with that good rod we just picked up, because there is a Pokemon that we can get here with the good rod that I want to use for my team. So let's come down here, and on the off chance I don't find it within the first couple uses, I'm going to register the good rod right now. See if we can get it first try, although I personally doubt it. Pokemon's on the hook. And it is not the one I want, that's for dang sure. So, to protect from this getting a little bit redundant, I am going to cut away, and I will meet you guys back once I've fished up the Pokemon I want to catch. Aha! Here it is, literally like a million Magikarp later. I finally found it. The Pokemon I want to catch is Chinchou, or Chinchou, or however you pronounce it. So we are going to switch over to Gengar, and we're going to try and see if we can put it to sleep and then start chucking some great balls at it. This Pokemon is a water/electric type, which is very nice because although it is a water type, just like for Alligator, it is not weak to electric, and it in fact incorporates that type into its moveset. So I want to use it. And it's using Supersonic. Be able to use that on my enemies soon, which is awesome. Hurt itself in its confusion. Great. Yeah. Never ever change. Okay. So let's see if we can get sleep off on it. No, not this turn at least. I was starting to get a bit nervous that this thing wasn't even going to show up, to be honest. I was like, come on. I literally went through about 20 Magikarp fights or something like that before I even got this thing to show up. Alright, it's finally asleep, which is nice, so now let's start chucking some Pokeballs at it, because I don't trust a lot of my Pokemon to be able to deal a hit to this thing without knocking it out. And I don't want to go through like another 20 fights against it. Alright, great ball. Hopefully we can catch this one, because I don't want to fight like another million Magikarp. 1, 2, 3, and we got it! We caught Chinchou! Chinchou. I'm just gonna call it Chinchou. Alrighty. Background's red. That seems like a bit of a glitch. On the dark ocean floor, its only means of communication is its constantly flashing lights. Very, very interesting. I'll skip out on the nickname. I'll have to go get it from the PC later. Now, I'm going to head back into Johto, and we are actually going to be going back to Violet City for something else that we are going to be grabbing. So, I will cut away here, and I will meet you guys in Violet City. Okay, I made it back to Violet City. Now, before we do anything else, we're going to stop at the Pokemon Center and pick up the new Pokemon we just caught. Alright, let's get into Bill's PC. It is now not someone's PC, it's Bill's PC, which is awesome. And we're going to grab our Chinchou, which I believe actually evolves at like level 21, so that's awesome. I'm going to take these 3 Pokemon that I don't plan on using, and I'm going to plop them right back in the box, I think, because we're going to be filling all these slots in this episode. I did seriously consider using Smoochum regardless of what the comments were saying, but I was looking at the FireRed and Leaf Green guidebook, and it would appear that its moveset isn't too great unless you want to go spend a lot of money on TMs, which I don't know where they are in this game anyway. So I figured dump that and we'll try and find something else. So around here I have heard on the internet that if you surf over this way there is an item that we very, very much need to purchase. So let's see if we can find it. There's this, which is completely unrelated. Rare candy, once again, which is awesome. I believe we want to talk to this guy. Whoa. Skip right over the dialogue and everything. Alright, we want to buy a Firestone from this guy. We're going around and buying a lot of stones, so should be interesting to see what I plan on catching. Ah, come again, dude. It's very, very stormy today, which is interesting. Alright, now I am going to be heading up. Did my repel wear off? I don't think I was even paying attention. Level 22, okay. Well, I'm not catching a Tentacruel or anything, so I think I'll just skip out on this fight. Run. Could have sworn my repel was still up. Oh well. Alright, so we want to head north of here, and we're going to grab something unrelated to improving the team, but it's something I forgot to pick up, and I think I really, really should get it. This guy is who we want to talk to. Did you clear that wretched tree? I'm impressed. I want you to have this. And we get HM06, which is Rock Smash. HM06 Rock Smash was originally TM08 in the original game, and it contained Rock Smash. But as I understand it, I believe TM08 in this game actually gives Whirlpool, so everything works out in the end. So now what we want to do is we want to head down to, I believe it's Route 35. Yes, and there are a couple Pokemon in the grass here I want to grab. So once again, I'm going to cut away here, and I will meet you guys back here once one of the Pokemon I want to grab shows up. Aha! Here's the one I want. One of the ones I want, actually. I was a little bit nervous that it actually wasn't going to show up, but it would appear that Pokemon do not appear based on time of day in this hack quite yet, which is good, because since my game considers it to be perpetually nighttime, if it obeyed those rules, I would actually be unable to obtain this Pokemon. So yes, we want to catch Growlithe, and we are going to be trying to put it to sleep, as per usual. I literally ran into pretty much every other Pokemon in the entire existence ever before finding this thing, the most interesting of which being Seviper of all things, which I'm really surprised appears on this route normally. So that's fun. What's also fun is it looks like I actually need to heal, because this thing is actually kicking my butt. So let's get out some potions here, and we'll try and see if we can put it to sleep. Alrighty. Can I use Bite again? Oh no! Are you kidding me? I'll be right back. Okay, I found another Growlithe. That was a little bit frustrating. So, after that little incident, I figure, screw it, we're just gonna throw a Pokeball at it immediately. It's kind of ironic because the other Pokemon I want to catch on this route also does that whole I'm gonna end the battle before you can even say anything stunt. But I think we got it. Oh, nope. Don't use Roar, please. Thank you. Okay, good. Alright, it's only level 13, so I don't think we should have too terribly much trouble capturing it. The nice thing is its fire-type moves, I believe, are weakened by the rain anyway. See if we can nab it with this Great Ball right here. Oh no. Don't use Roar, please. Okay. Every single turn is just going to be me begging for this thing to not use Roar. Ay 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 ay. Alright, Great Ball number 3. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, and we caught Growlithe, which is awesome. Let's check out its data in the Pokedex, and then we only have one more Pokemon to catch. Very friendly and faithful to people. It will try to repel enemies by barking and biting. Awesome. Alright, no nickname for this one. Now, there's another Pokemon I want to catch on this route as well, and I'm just noticing this weird graphical glitch with these trees right here. There's another Pokemon I want to catch on this route, so once again, I'm going to cut away, and I will meet you guys back once I've found it. Bingo! This is the other Pokemon I want to catch. Hopefully I'll be able to get it with one Great Ball, because this thing will teleport and escape from battle after the first turn, so this should be interesting. This is why I grabbed the Moonstone earlier. Like Haunter, Kadabra evolves into Alakazam through the use of a Moonstone in this game, rather than by trading. 1, 2, 3... Yes! I caught it first try. Awesome. So, once we level up this Abra 3 more levels and evolve it into Kadabra, we can basically jump straight to Alakazam because, similar to the Haunter to Gengar transition, the movesets are completely identical, so there's no reason to leave it as a Kadabra. It sleeps for 18 hours a day. It uses a variety of extrasensory powers, even while asleep. No nickname? And we have all 6 Pokemon that I want to be using for the remainder of the playthrough. So I think for now, I am going to cut back to Olivine City. So I will meet you guys once I'm right back there. Okay, we are now back in Olivine City. I think our first order of business should be to heal up all of our brand new party members. Good evening, you're out late. Yes, apparently it is evening once again. So it's a good thing the clock doesn't dictate what Pokemon appear, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to get that Growlithe, which would have been incredibly unfortunate. Alrighty, so let's head out here. And let's go in here and check out our new team members. We have Chincho, level 20, with the moves Thunder Wave, Supersonic Flail, and Water Gun, which is awesome. We have Growlithe, level 13, with the moves Bite, Roar, Ember, and Leer, which is awesome as well. And we have Abra, who is also level 13, but only knows Teleport, and will not learn another move until... Oh, God, words. Words. Bleh. It will not learn another move until it evolves into Kadabra, which means for now it's entirely useless. So I think what I'm going to do now is I am going to head north of the city and grind up some of our team members, and hopefully we'll see some evolutions. So I will put footage of the new grinding and leveling up and all that stuff right now, and I will meet you guys once I'm done with all that. Okay, I am back from grinding. I got Abra from level 13 to level 16 and it evolved into a Kadabra. I also went and checked, Chinchou does not evolve at level 21, it actually evolves at level 27. And I'm really not inclined to stay here grinding it all the way up to level 27, especially since the levels of the wild Pokemon don't appear to scale with the level of the trainers. So I think what we're going to do for the next few episodes is we're just going to play the whole send out the weak Pokemon and then swap it out for a stronger Pokemon to get the experience that way. But before we end off, there is one thing I want to do, and that is evolve Kadabra into Alakazam, because since the movesets are completely the same, there's really no reason to keep it as a Kadabra at this point, so we are going to use the Moonstone, because that's how it evolves in this hack. So let's do it! Moonstone was used on Kadabra. Congratulations, your Kadabra has evolved into Alakazam. So, we began this episode with not even an inkling of an Abra, and we're ending it with an Alakazam, which is super duper awesome. So I'm going to come in here and heal all the party members real fast, because next episode we are going to be heading across the ocean finally, which is awesome. Thank you for waiting. My pleasure. Okay, so let's take a look at what our team is looking like. We've got a level 16 Alakazam, which I'm sure everyone who has a living Pokedex has. We got Pidgeotto level 30, Gengar level 26, Chinchou level 20 still, Growlithe level 13 still, and Feraligatr level 34. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take Growlithe and switch it out into the front. And aside from that, I think we're going to reorder everyone according to their level, because that's kind of a thing that I do. So this is what the team is looking like, and it should look like this for the foreseeable future until evolutions occur, whenever that happens. Growlithe evolves with a Firestone, but I'm not going to actually be evolving it for a while, because Pokemon that naturally evolve with a stone and were just changed to evolve with a stone to make sure the trading wasn't necessary, Pokemon that actually require a stone to evolve actually lose most of their level up moves upon evolution. So I'm going to wait a little while for Growlithe to evolve on the off chance that it learns a move that I really, really want as a Growlithe, but not as an Arcanine. So that's my reasoning behind that. So I'm not entirely sure how long this episode is, because there were like a bunch of cuts, and I apologize for that. It was just I wanted to get a big, strong 6-person team going before we headed out for the second half of this game, pretty much. So without further ado, I'm going to end it off here, and next time on Pokemon Liquid Crystal, we are going to be finally heading across the ocean to Cianwood to get the medicine for Amphi. See you guys next time!